sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drums as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visiting sideline, there is the Vikings head coach. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. On the other sideline, it is the head coach for Carolina. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there. But the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the 1 interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
On second down, Richardson. And that one incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
From the gun, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw is on to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. And I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Covered by J.C. Horn.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And he's in! Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Panthers nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dimes, multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On the ground, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We're trying to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. They get an even 20 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Gain of 20 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Panthers.
On 2nd down, Genty. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
That's the score. Vikings 14, Panthers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Here comes Hill on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll swing this out to Patterson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-3 is the score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he'll have the first down. We'll get him up around the 37.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Another try with Brooks. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Again, it is Brooks. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. 2nd and 8. 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 2nd and And that is going to bring up 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got the 1st down and more than that.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richardson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. From the 33. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A run now for Brooks. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Richardson. The throw here is complete. From the 20, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
A tight end in motion now. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Down at the 19-yard line.
That's the left side. Hauled in by Lee. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Butler's kick is good. And the Panthers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start on the ground with Kinetik. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Run right up the gut for Jensen. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
At the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. The catch made by McMillan. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. one, incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. They get 15 on that game. It's a Carolina first down.
15 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Third and long.
And 13.
Throwing is Richardson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
A loss of 7. It's fourth down.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Rolling to the left. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
That's another Vikings.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. On second down, here's McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Third down and 10.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Vikings will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. All right, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. And it's the Texans QB. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Texans move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the Cardinals running back. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Cardinals move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders taking on the Jets. And it's the Raiders quarterback. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. The Raiders find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
A run right here, and it's Gentry. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll run the draw with Gentry. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick it up with Gentry. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
It's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own
The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. It's Richardson on the move. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
2nd and 11. At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Richardson. A throw there. Caught. Finally gets. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
39-yard line.
The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. On the handoff, this is Genty. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 11.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Second down throw for Richardson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6.
Here's Richardson. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And good coverage by Hudson. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Vikings offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Genty. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Keep it on the ground with Genty, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Open man, left side, he's got it. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now McCarthy. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. first and 10. Here's a handoff to Genti. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. To throw is McCarthy. The throw out wide. It's caught. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Vikings will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
24, Panthers 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Richardson going to look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Out of a shotgun. Richardson. The catch made by McMillan. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. You see what they've done on 3rd downs this season, and they came through on that last touchdown drive as well. They run out of the gun with Genti. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. McCarthy going to tap this one forward to his receiver. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 3rd and 6. Here's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
It's a gain of 30.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll take it on in. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The extra point is good. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The ball comes out, and the Vikings have the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a design run. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
He's got Loveland free left side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
4 yards. And the Panthers 1st down.
Give inside, it's Brooks. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Motion the slot man left. On 1st down, it's Richardson. This one intercepted.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Vikings, first down. First and 10.
Once again, it's Genty. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
He was taken down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That's taken in by McMillan. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good.
Richardson to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
82. A gain of 4. It's
now Richardson. In trouble, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He's got it! And he'll be taken down at the 30. A big play for the Panthers.
46 yards.
Pickup of 46 yards.
Panthers, 1st down.
Handoff, it's Brooks running right. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Richardson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
It is 3rd and 10. Leggett in motion. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go turning it over on down. The Vikings offense and Ashton Jeanty heading back out onto the field here. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. Run out of the gun for Jeanty. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Now Jeanty. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 37.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now get to Jeanty running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, they go with Jeanty. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big. Forcing 4th down. They're all set to punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. We're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.